So I'm just leaving my exercise class. It's called Synergy. It's like a yoga Pilates. And, you know, after these exercise classes, I have these amazing meditation times where I pray. And I was reminded today, actually, I've kind of been reminded a lot lately of this, and it's so dark in here, it's evening. But I just wanted to tell you this right away. I don't want to wait, to shower and then tell the story because they're usually most fresh when I leave the gym. So years ago, before I would document anything, I remember having these really cool experiences in prayer, and one of them was really eye-opening. I remember being really young and kind of like a meditation. I was in an oppressed country, and I don't know where, but I remember being in this oppressed country, and we didn't have the things that other countries had, and it was really awful. And I just realized that there's all these other countries that have things and rights, and I started to cry. I was just sad because I thought, those people can help us. I want them to help us. Why aren't they helping us? And so now, just realizing that I'm not in a country that's oppressed, and we try helping other countries. We're a generous nation, I think. But there's some countries that they have government that won't allow us to help their people. I mean, they are basically prisoners of their own country, and they don't have much of a life. And it makes me really sad because even though there's nothing every individual one of us can do, I mean, what are you going to do if their government, if it's not a good government? And so anyway, in my classes, in these Synergy classes, in my yoga type classes, I always pray for those countries and pray for those people. And even though I prayed for the oppressed people and want them to have hope in their heart, I pray for the people who govern them, that they can let their hearts guide them and they can shed the evil, not care what other people think or what others in government thought before them. Who cares? Pave a new way. If you want to be known as a ruler, then all that's going to do, continuing the way that you're ruling, is make you hated and forgotten and not cared about. I wish they realized how much of a hero they'd be if they allowed God to work through them and open their hearts. Let your people travel, let them go. Let them have a life. Let them be joyful where they live. That's what they want, is freedom and a life. So I try to pray that during my classes. And I guess the reason I'm making this video is because I want to ask you to pray as well. If there's one thing that we can do and we can all do, it's to pray all the time, whenever you can, for not only those oppressed people, but for the rulers, for them to release that hatred. And in church this past Sunday, I actually had a clear vision on asking God in church to deliver me from evil. And I realized that I can ask him, and I ask him a lot, but I realized in church how difficult it is because we hold on to it. So we can ask him to take it away, but you have to let go. And the best way to let go, and as I was sitting there thinking of that, I heard the priest say, "Look not on your sins, but on the faith of your church." And that's the best way to let it go, is to not look at your sins, but to move forward in faith. So I hope that helps. Try to release those sins, be a better person, care for others, do nice things for others, pray for others. And let's see if the power of our prayer can transform some of those countries. How amazing would that be if our daily prayers for those rulers to soften their hearts and open their eyes, and they'll find joy and God. How amazing would that be in our lifetime to witness? I'm excited about that. Please join me in prayer for those poor people and those rulers that don't know another way, that they find the love in their heart and let it shine.